Okay, welcome to Marine Physics. I'm sorry I can't meet you in person, but hopefully once we're back at school, I'll be able to do that. So let's go on. All right, welcome to Marine Physics. Mrs. Godkin is filming. We wanted to just give you a view of the room. We're very proud of it, our physics lab. And we're hoping, of course, your students will be here in a few weeks and they can experience the lab personally. The way we're going to do a lot of stuff is, if you come over here, is trying to give your students as much of a real lab experience. They'll take data at home while I set the experiment up. So our first experiment was the pendulum lab. I have it set up. Now, they're going to have to calculate how long it takes. So they will be doing measurement virtually as best that we can. So we're trying to get them to still be active rather than just tape a canned experiment. So this is the first experiment they did, and they did that on Wednesday, right? So it would be a way we would conduct the experiments. Another way would be here for this demo. So in this particular demo, the question is which marble gets to the end the fastest. We've got 4 tracks, very steep incline, gentle slope at the end, gentle here, very steep here. They're almost opposite of each other. The yellow is continuously the same, and the green is gentle, steep, and gentle. So we have the 4 tracks, which one wins, and whether or not we're in class or online, we'll have a discussion of how would you know? What would be the way to predict this? So, and then we can actually do the experiment. And you see this works nicely from home. So we'll do as best we can to give them a live experience. All right, so you make a prediction. Ready? Those later. So I think you'll see this one first, second, third, and fourth. That very quick drop gives it a very has a very large acceleration. So the ball gets so much speed, it just overtakes the other 3. Even though these 2 slopes are the same, by the time the ball gets here, this one's already won. So that initial drop is what really counts. Now the question is, which ball comes down with the greater speed when it leaves? And that I'm not telling you. You have to figure it out for yourself. Thank you. All right, welcome to Marine Physics, Mrs. All right, welcome to Marine. How do I get back there? All right, well. All right, so hopefully the video give you an idea of how we'll do these experiments and demos virtually. The plan is when we're back at school, then we would do the labs and demos on the in-person days, testing on the in-person days, and the more traditional book learning on virtual days. And that would be how I would plan on structuring the course. All right. The grading policy is set by the district. It's 60% primary assessment. Those are where the students are solving their physics problems. Physics is a problem-solving course. Once you understand the concepts, can you apply them? Can you come up with an answer? Similar to the one we just did with those tracks. Can you do the calculations that enable you to know which track is going to win or which track will give you the fastest speed coming down? What is the calculations, the concepts that enable you to do that? Secondary assessments would be things like homework and lab reports and proficiency quizzes. That would be the secondary assessment. And I do make one correction. The homework would be the other assessments, 10%.
So secondary assessment on the quizzes, lab reports, assignments like that. For the proficiency quizzes, they can take them over. What I usually do is give them a proficiency quiz so they can see if they understand something. The kids think they know and then they sit down and go, oh, I thought I understood this. So I give them a little like pre-test, and they can take those over for a proficiency grade. If they don't, so this way, if they don't do well, they know that they have to go back and restudy, rather than have them not do well on the primary assessment. So proficiency quizzes they can take over for a proficiency grade. So the lowest grade they should be getting on their proficiency quizzes is an 80. If they're not, then they're not meeting with me to take them over. So you can tell if you see grades that are below 80, you're going, all right, why aren't you making time to retake, to reassess? All right. And the way we do homework is every student has 100% in the homework average. And then if they miss an assignment, they lose 4 points. So that brings their homework average down to a 96. So if they miss one assignment and they get 4 points out of 100 for an assessment that's worth 10%, it doesn't affect their grade. But if they start missing a lot of assignments, then it is. So their individual homework assignments are not counted in the grade. But if they're missing assignments, then their homework average will go down. If they're not missing any assignments, their homework average will remain at 100%. So that's how you can tell. If you look at the homework average and you see it's not 100%, then you can look across and see what assignment did they miss. Okay, let's go on then. All right, we're planning on doing boat trips when we get back. And if not, we are already started going on the boat and filming from the boat. So try to give the students the experience that way, filming the science teachers doing the experiments on the boat. But hopefully we'll be back and they'll be on the boat. I already talked about the proficiency quiz, and I already talked a little about the grade portal, and you have my email, so you can always email me. Check their portal. I will put the grades in the portal, and you'll see it'll be under primary assessment, secondary assessment, and then the homework. And then safety, I may have the students do some experiments from home, but these are things that they would have at home. But safety is always important regardless. And when they come into the lab, we always go over safety and give them a safety quiz about proper lab procedures. For home, for example, one of the labs we do here is we calculate pitching speed. So that's something they can do at home. I may ask them to go and go out into a field, park, and just toss a tennis ball and then do the calculations on what's their pitching speed. And they can film it and then download their film as part of the lab report. All right. So that's something that they would be doing normally, but of course, they want to make sure they do it in a safe way, as always. Any other questions, just email me. And as I said, I'm looking forward to meeting you all personally. Take care. Thank you.